What's going on, guys? Sorry we were gone for the last 3 days. I was actually over at Lake Powell over in Utah. I was hanging out with a couple buddies, and we stayed over there on a houseboat for a few days. I did just turn 22 as well, so that's kind of why we were out there. But sorry for the wait. We are now back, and while I was gone, Emilio did some things to the STI.
Cut out the hood.
Got a hood on there. Look at that.
Been dailying it.
Been dailying her?
Yeah, so I had to put a hood on it. Just
nice.
to, like, drive it around and feel like safe, you know, when I park it somewhere.
Is this the, so this is the hood that was with the car, right?
Yeah, this is the original hood. We just cut this one. I thought we were gonna cut a lot more out of it, you know? So we just basically use this one to mock it up. But my uncle was saying we could just, I mean, if we wanted to use it, we could use it. We could just fix all the dents on it. The scoop does fit, but the exhaust sticks out right now, so we're gonna have to run that down. And then for now, we're just gonna leave the wastegate dump going through the hood. But yeah, it came out good.
Yeah, and you weren't too worried about cutting this one up because of all the dents anyways.
Yeah, I didn't care.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them.
Dents. So we didn't really care. We weren't like taking our time. More or less, we were just trying to get the measurements. So if we do cut another hood or if we use this one, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it looks good though. Honestly, doesn't poke out too crazy.
Yeah, because like the only thing that sticks out is probably from here forward, you know, because that'll still hide underneath, probably like from right there.
Yeah.
So it's not that much.
It's not bad at all.
No.
So we're actually fixing to head over to Brent's right now. Sorry if that's kind of hard to see, but we're gonna go over to Brent's real quick so we can reroute the exhaust down, so then he can put the scoop back on. Like he said, the scoop does fit. The only reason it's off is because that's sticking out, so he could get it over here. But we're gonna rerun that down, and we need a new flange for the turbo to make a downpipe, and Brent has a whole bunch of exhaust flanges. We'll probably just end up making the downpipe over there because it should be pretty easy. All we need to do is take this one off and then just run a 45 down through this hole right here. It looks like it should fit pretty easy with almost no modifications to a 45 piece itself. So I think we'll be able to shoot that down nice and easy, and then we'll be able to get the scoop back on there and make it look a little better. What's this though? What's that, dude?
I had to put a filter on there, dude.
I think that's the first time anyone's seen a filter on.
Because I was running it without the hood
one of our cars.
Yeah, so like I just put that on there just to be safe. You know, I didn't want to catch a rock or anything.
Damn, they're gonna be like, good job. Finally.
I don't need it anymore now. I got the hood.
Oh, might as well take it back off.
Nah,
yeah, it fits good. The real reason I usually don't run a filter, guys, is because way back when I never had room for one, and I just never cared to run one. But even on my hatch now, it's still like a tight fit to run a cone filter like that. Like there's not much room right here, but I could get the screen everyone's been telling me about. I know. But we're gonna head over to Brent's right now and get this downpipe ran, and then we'll come back and I have a couple things I want to do on the hatch today as well. But yeah. Looks really dumb now. You just turned it one way, right?
I turned it in when the hood was off too, because like every time you open up that window, the exhaust fumes will just come straight in the car. Plus it was real loud, so I just turned it in. And then when we did put the hood on, it actually fit. I was like, hell yeah. This is the better side.
Is this the better side?
Yeah, because the light's polished on this side. Yeah. Well, they're both polished, but that one came out new.
But the tree kind of has a shadow on it over here.
Let me chop the tree down real quick.
I think it looks better from just like, you know, right here. We'll call it good right there. That looks pretty good. So we just got to Brent's, but it might get dark by the time we're done working on it, so we had to come out here and get a quick thumbnail of the hood on. We just pulled the exhaust off so he could throw the scoop on. It's just resting on there. But she's gonna look pretty good once we get the exhaust ran down, and then it will actually look like that. Like you guys saw earlier, this one is beat up, so this is just a mock-up hood, and we'll also probably reroute the wastegate as well, so we don't have this little dump sticking out right there. It'll look a lot cleaner without that. But it does stick in front of the scoop, so if we do get into boost, it shouldn't melt it, hopefully, even though it is pretty close right there.
I think we should just, when we take this off, we just put a plate right here, cover it all.
Right where?
Just like a plate over this. Just like a custom plate.
So why'd you cut this out? Did you just not know that you didn't even need to? Why'd you cut it that far back? Because you can still, yeah, you could have had it covered like here still.
We honestly
pretty much right to where the gate is. You could have had it covered.
Yeah. We just sent it. I didn't think it was gonna not stick out as much as it did, you know?
Here, I want to look real quick. What would it look like? Does this just come off? I was gonna have you rest it all the way forward and see if you had a like a RS hood or something with no scoop from factory, and then just cut one hole in the front and then put the scoop more forward. I just want to see what it would look like.
The RS hoods, you see that indentation?
Do they not have that?
They all have this indentation, even though it doesn't have a scoop, or just cover it.
Yeah.
It would, if we could bring it to like there.
Okay, see, that looks retarded though. That's what I was wondering. I was wondering if it looked bad. I mean, honestly, it doesn't look horrible, but it looks weird if you had to scoop that forward on it.
It would.
It looks really weird.
Because it doesn't even need to be that big, you know? If we had to cover it.
Yeah. I was thinking if we got like a custom hood just with a cowl, kind of muscle car status, so the hood kind of comes up right here and over, and then it just stays up in the back, you know? So it like comes up right here in the middle. Yeah. They just have that middle section that's raised up, because a lot of muscle cars will have it to like fit the top of a carburetor or something, like a bigger air filter or whatever they have on top, bigger intake and stuff.
The only thing is, I'm pretty sure all of them come with this indentation. I could be wrong, but I don't know. We'd have to figure out something with it though.
We'll figure it out. It still looks way better with the hood already though. Once we get the exhaust fan, you can actually keep the scoop on right here.
I kind of like it with the scoop. Like,
that looks sweet.
If this wasn't here and then we had it just a plate, you know, even if I cut another hood and didn't cut this and just had this, you know.
Honestly, yeah, that doesn't look that bad. Because
we can paint this the same color as the hood, you know.
Yeah.
And then put the cover on this or whatever.
Yeah, we just gotta get rid of the wastegate dump, and you could put like a little clear thing over that or something maybe too.
There's a lot of options. We just have to try a few things.
We'll figure something out though.
I think it looks really good though.
Yeah.
Better than no hood.
Looks way better, yeah.
So you kind of got to look at it twice to know what's in there, you know.
Yeah. Now when it passes by, you can't really tell anything's up unless you're like, what's sticking out of the hood right there.
You'll have a full exhaust too, so curious to know. It'll still be a Cobb exhaust too at that, so we'll see how the K motor sounds with the Cobb exhaust.
Yeah, so we were originally just gonna 45 the downpipe down and just have it open downpipe still, but he has his old Cobb exhaust, and we're gonna cut the top of that off, and that connects to the full exhaust, which is still on the car, and we are just going to tie in the old downpipe we made into the old Cobb downpipe, kind of connect them together, and then run that into the full exhaust. So the car will have a full exhaust again. We just have to cut off the flange on the Cobb downpipe because it still has the flange for this factory STI turbo.
Yeah, I want to cut the bumper a little bit more too so I can get it closer, and that'll be next. Align everything, make sure everything's good. Ooh, that's gonna be nice.
Oh, looks great, man.
Full exhaust, dude.
Yeah. Then I can hold some stuff back up and clean it up.
It's coming along.
All right, so we pulled the Hondaru into Brent's, and we already went ahead and started fabbing up the downpipe. So we are ready to tack this one up, and it will be ready to go. Everything's all cut. It just kind of looks like it's off because it's all just resting right now. But if you pull this guy out, that's just a 45 that we made, and then this is a little piece of a 90 that we cut out to get that going. And this right here, down at the bottom of the car, is part of the old Cobb downpipe that Emilio had. Cut the top of it off right here. So some people might be upset about that, because that's an expensive downpipe that you just cut in half. So cut that guy off, and it left that piece right down there, so we're just connecting straight to that, and then that goes to the rest of the exhaust underneath the car. So once we get this all welded up, she'll have a full exhaust. We'll be able to put the scoop back on and run the hood with it shut with the scoop on. So gonna just go ahead and get all these tacked up, and then make sure it fits, double check it one more time, and then get it all the way welded up.
What do you know about that?
About what?
That down pipeline.
I know all about that.
No, you know that pipeline.
Yeah, that's true. I had a downpipe on Wago.
Oh, this is your second down pipe.
Down here.
Twofer. 2 ups and 2 downs.
Yep.
It's alright.
It's my second.
This turned out really good though.
I mean, just for whipping it together real quick, it did.
Oh yeah. That flange though. Somebody machined that.
It does look really good on camera.
Looks good in person too.
Nah.
Turns out Brent didn't have a flange, but we don't talk about that. We made it work.
First rule of Fight Club. We don't talk about Fight Club.
I should have filmed the process it took to make it look like that. Because it used to be a square.
Yeah, anybody that saw it on the MR2.
Yeah.
Or a little bandsaw, a little grinding. But man, it looks a whole lot better. Kyle got me at dinner, and Chris Illy was like, he's like, oh yeah? How? And he's like, the guy died from Up Dog. And I was like, what's up, dog? And he's like, I don't get it. What's up, dog? Chris Illy, yeah. I was telling him the story, and he's like, I don't get it. What's up, dog?
Did he get it after he said it?
Yeah. He stared at me for a little minute, and then he was like, I was like, it's so one of your jokes, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
He's always getting me, bro. He's like,
Chris Illy's this guy on my thing, and he's always getting us with stuff, so it was nice.
He always calls
He's
me.
always like, he takes the thing and he's like, throws it to you, and there's nothing in his hand.
Yeah, he gets me all the time.
Yeah. What's up, dog? That's a good one, though.
I know, it
Kyle
was
got
going
me
around.
bad at dinner. You guys were dying, and I was like, what? Oh, crap. Jamie got it right away, and Chris is like staring at me like, what's up?
Downpipe's good, and you're just able to put the wideband on a bung that was already on the,
Yeah, it's the
cob downpipe.
O2 sensor.
Yep, so wideband's on, it's just down under there somewhere. Emilio got it underneath the car. It's all bolted up, ready to go.
What is it gonna sound like, dude?
Now the hood shuts.
I'm just anxious to hear what it sounds like.
Me too. Screw.
You like it, Brent?
I do. I just can't wait to hear what it sounds like.
Yeah, now that has the full exhaust.
Yeah, full exhaust. Quiet.
It almost looks like a normal Subaru now. It's really quiet now.
It's really quiet. I want to hear it out on the road, man. I think a whole new car. It sounds good.
It's so quiet.
Wait. Bro, it has a cob exhaust. Now the cob is not just for looks. It does. The cob does.
It's
have
flowing good too.
Yeah.
The cob does have a deep tone.
Yeah,
I like the way it sounds.
It's how a Subaru would sound if it was equal length headers.
Yeah. I want to know what it sounds like when you're coming so I can lock the door.
Dude, it kind of sounds like a Subaru again.
Kinda does.
It kind of does. Just not as much of a rumble.
Yeah. So quiet.
How's this one coming along?
It's coming pretty good.
Yeah?
Showing up, it's coming pretty good.
Got the cage pretty much
Yeah,
together.
it's getting real close. We just got a few bars left. All the inch 5/8 stuff's done, so just get on to all the little tubes.
Nice. Got the G-force that came out of Emilio's Supra,
Yep.
bolted to the F.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's coming along nice.
What do you have to do now? Like figure out mounts for this and
Yep. Like
get everything situated.
It'll have the like a mid plate type deal, so the tram will be in the car, exposed. So I'll sit right next to that. That'll be kind of cool. And then the pedals and everything will be right in here, steering back in here.
Can be sweet.
It is sweet. I'm pretty pumped. The engine's out of my Pro front wheel drive.
Yep, that's the engine out of the bully.
Yeah, out of the bully.
If you guys remember that one, I'm sure they do. I think the last video I had with you and that motor was that night it fired up.
Oh yeah, when it fired up.
And you were standing on it going, it's alive.
That's exciting. You guys all got that running then too. But
That was the first time I ever heard it run too.
Yeah.
It made me cry.
That's right.
From the methanol.
Yeah. It was emotional. But this is cool, yeah, it's all the motor's is badass, so
Fully built.
Yeah, oh yeah. Aluminum rods.
Mechanical fuel pump.
Yeah.
It's all ported. I was just looking at that. You can see all the ports on the head.
Yeah, and it's all dry decked, so no coolant comes between the sleeve and the head. It comes into the head and out of the head here, and then in the block there, and out of the block on the other side. So, yeah, so I don't have to worry about blowing coolant. Hopefully this week we got a roll up.
That'll be sweet.
Yeah.
That's what I'm waiting for, and then I'll show it
Yeah.
with the body on and everything.
Yeah. And then it's gonna just look intense. It's super simple. It's the whole point of the build. It's gonna be simple. Anyone can
Kinda
drive
simple.
it. Anyone can work on it. Yeah, kind of simple. Just a big go-kart.
Literally made it with stuff you had laying around.
Literally.
Literally.
That's kind of the point.
You have like zero invested into it so far.
Zero. Yeah. Zero.
All the tubing was laying around.
I guess I have some 4-link bracketry that I purchased, but that's it. Just because it needs to be right.
And then Emilio had some things laying around that contributed to it.
Emilio. He got my power glide, one of my power glides for the G-Force, so. It's kind of
Hell
awesome.
yeah.
Hell yeah, brother. So, Leroy better look out. Leroy!
Thanks for letting us come over to knock it out.
Yeah, it was cool.
They got to see a little sneak peek of your project too, and
Sure enough, I'm excited.
yeah.
Got a lot done to it.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Knock that thing out.
But hell yeah.
Awesome.
It's so much quieter now.
Bro.
It's
Okay,
weird.
put the windows up. It's peaceful now.
Good thing we took that thumbnail while it was light out. Because I knew we were gonna be here when it got dark.
Dude, it's fucking late. It gets late quick, I feel like.
Damn, from in here you can't even tell there's a K-swap in there.
It's hidden.
The hood scoop's covering all of it.
It is, dude.
Made it back in the Hondaru. She's looking good with that hood shutting all the way. Have the scoop on there.
Sleeper.
Sleeper. Now you have to actually be looking for it to see that there's a
Right.
K-series barely poking out.
Can't even hear it coming by now.
Yeah, full exhaust. So obviously that downpipe's gonna change pretty soon once we put the other turbo on, but we just did that so we could get the scoop back on there. But anyways, let us know how you guys like it. And I was gonna do some work on the hatch tonight, but got pretty late. We stayed at Brent's way too long. So I'm just gonna work on that tomorrow. And then we'll just go from there, I guess. But definitely got a lot done on the Subaru, so looks really good. You did a good job cutting that out.
We bumped the lights out too, but you see that one looks kind of new. This
Oh, the
one-
lights?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that one looks all shiny.
That one is like, it's in the inside, so it didn't come out as good. So I'm probably gonna get a new light for that side.
I'm trying to clean her up a little bit.
Yeah.
Nice, nice. Anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for tonight. As always, thanks for watching.